All right, I think we're live again. And yeah, so I'm just working on my Samurai game in Unreal Engine again this morning. And kind of picking up where I left off yesterday. I haven't gotten a chance to do much work since yesterday morning. Yeah, so yesterday we fixed the stamina and started working on kind of some sword combos, which were not working a second ago, but seem to be working now, so. Thought I might have a bug of some sort. Alright, so basically I have this so it's an animation, two animation montages where you can take your sword out of your sheath and then slash. So I also saw on TikTok yesterday that someone used a different way of using the animation montage, which I thought was interesting. Don't know if I want to go back and redo everything just yet, but the way they did it, I'm just going to find I think it's yeah, so here's this is basically the opening slash montage, but, or this is the dash one. Let's see. Got too many kind of similarly named attacks. Okay. Alright, so this is the slash one. And basically, what I did yesterday was I added this can interrupt right here, which signals that you can make another attack. Now, what I forgot who it was, but there was another developer on TikTok making an adventure game, and he showed that you could create a combo within the montage, which makes sense because here we have actually two animations, the slash and then the sheath animations. So you could have right after slash another attack, and then I guess he has a check here that basically says, like, did they press the button again? Did they press attack again? And then that would continue the combo. I don't know, in some ways that, in my head, that seems a little complicated, because I guess, like, what do you do? Do you, like, I don't know how you stop this montage from continuing, I guess. So you can add a modify. Yeah, so anyway, I'd have to research more into exactly what it is he's doing. Another thing I should do in the future is add a particle effect in here, like when you're swinging or something, you can make a slash effect. I hope my drinking coffee isn't too loud. Alright. Yeah, so I guess like the next thing I was thinking about doing here was adding the next animation, which I do not have created, so that's one thing I can work on. And then the other animation I don't have is there's a dodge mechanic too, so we can kind of dodge out of the way. So that's probably something we want to have, like a roll or something like that. Oh no. I was playing around with some other games and I need to explore kind of the dodge versus the dash a little bit more, because you can have like one dodge key and then just have it roll in whatever direction you're pushing the your controller or keyboard. So I think this is a little jank, but it's just a way to POC. Oh yeah, okay, so before we move on to other stuff, the other thing that this sword slash doesn't do is it doesn't have the hit in it, so alright, so we need to fix that. And the way I'm going to fix it I think I'm going to take the montage and put it in here, because it's going to have different alright. We'll call those, yeah, none of my montage stuff was named properly, so let's name it overhead slash. Alright. So in here we have this ninja hit. We're just going to put our own. The other option here is we could just use the same notifies for everything, so which probably makes more sense than having it in multiple places, since it really is the same animation. But I don't know, maybe I'll do more stuff in here that's specific to the player. So yeah, check hit is what we use. Delete this one. And you can kind of pause and make sure it says he's lifting it up. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, cool. Here, I'm going to add the can interrupt here, so this will let us have the next attack. So. there a way to mirror animations? That'd be pretty good. Just throw in a mirror version of this attack. Or even just you can almost cycle through the unsheathing thing here. Alright, well, that's good. Let's save that. Alright, so the basic idea is when you press the attack button, it checks if you can attack. I left it kind of unspecific here, just like can attack. Could be set to no for a couple other reasons, but which maybe is something we'll have in the future. Like there's other moves that you need to use it for, so we might want to just disable it. And then, so if you can, then we set it to no because we're in the middle of the attack, and then it checks your attack combo index, and if it's 0, it does the first one, which is the slashing from unsheathing, and then the second one is the kind of overhead attack, and then I might have to adjust the play rate inside the montage because I think that was something that Ninja uses, like a really fast attack. Okay. Anyway, once we play the montage, we increase the index. And then I'm still not sure when these montages can get interrupted. Maybe during the attack combo. Okay, so anyway, once this is all done, our attack combo is gonna reset, I think. But if it doesn't reset, I think we'll just end up with jank. So let's go back to our test map. Yeah, the attack animation doesn't feel like it's going all the way through. Just gonna slow it down. Just want to see. So there's options for blending too. I wonder if so you can start at different sections too, so we could combine all the montage into one thing. Which maybe we'll do. Timing. Yeah, I think I'm just not super excited about this animation, I guess. It's fine for the ninjas, but the main character, I don't know. We almost need it to be a little bit more dramatic. Okay. Alright, well, let's see if this works anyway. Okay, so just want to oh yeah, super slow. Okay. Still not working. Okay, let's look. Ah, that's why, because we're not using ninja attack. We're using overhead slash. Alright. Also, all of my like kind of death animations are based on like this like side slash. So like this overhead slash is, you know, I don't know. You might see. All right, I need to turn off the slow motion here. Okay, so let's do that to 1. Oh, and play rate's already set to 2 here, so I don't know. Let's see. So if you spam it now, I mean, I think it's probably unnatural for, oh, and I janked it. Now I can't do anything. So yeah, there's definitely a way where you can get the incrementing to go beyond the list of animations that are available. So that's what I was thinking about here. So we'll just do a you can do this, or you can clamp it, I guess. So if it goes over, right now we only have 2 animations, 0 and 1, so if it goes above 1, set it to 0. Ooh, that adds a bug too. Maybe this isn't the best place to do this. Let's... Yeah, the more I look at this code, the more I'm like, we should change this. This doesn't feel like it's the best way to do it. But I'd have to go in and research more on the montage stuff. Get back to it. I was just checking my stream chat. Sorry I missed a Kiro shift there. I did not have Twitch open. restream works by, let's see. Alright, yeah, so I don't have to have Twitch open. But, yeah, the Twitch stream looks kind of jank, but alright, yeah, so this, I guess my original thought was we'd be maybe just checking this combo index here on each new attack, because we need it to increment so that we can do the next attack, but then once it's completed, we gotta reset it and then reset the combo essentially. That's what this does. But like you don't have a lot of control over like at the end of the montage set it back to 0. But like I feel like uninterrupted might also be time to reset. Let's see. It really doesn't look like he's taking. Like the slash is just so quick, I don't know if it's like really going all the way through. Also, it's like yeah, like you shouldn't be able to trigger that like kind of jittering like this. That. So we could gate this as well. Like that. And then, this is my old code that I was saving for the future. Probably deleting it. And then after completion, we definitely want to reset. Again, I don't know what the interrupt does, but let's see, because that might be where my glitching happens. Alright, so now you can't click it, so you only get the first animation. See, that's what I can't have that. Alright, this is how I would normally set up like a gun or something. Like you can only click it until the cooldown, right? Is that part of the problem? Is that in here? Okay. So one is the other thing about having everything in these like animations is like your character, your code is kind of spread out a couple different places. So like another piece is when this interrupt happens. This can I should probably not call it this. So yeah, you hit attack again. I set it. So I'm modifying the player character here also. So from outside. So that means like when that notify happens, then we get a chance to can attack again. And so like if we go through the first slash, then we increment. So now we're on 1. We go back here, we click again. It lets us because it says you can attack. Swaps it, plays it. And then on the next interrupt, I'm guessing it goes to 1 or something, or 2 or something. Which probably yeah, so let's just do that reset code that we were talking about. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I want to clamp it. I just want to do a check, so okay. Yeah. I'm gonna grab this one, and then I'm gonna I guess the other option you could do is you could have this, like, say, like, if it's greater than whatever our amount of animations are, you can't attack. You just let the combo flow through. But I think I really want him to be able to just chain attacks, so I just want to reset. So that's what we're going to do. It's true. It's getting a little messy. Okay, so I think we could probably wrap this into its own function. I don't know if you can. If montages are something that only are allowed to be done in the event graph, though, might be one of the reasons why I still have it out here. All right, so here's our check. If we are greater than 1, that means we've clicked on this overhead slash, and we want to swap it back to 0 again, and keep going. And then we should be able to chain. Let's see. I also think I need to set up the controls to like hold down too. It's still, like, what is this? I don't know, I'm not happy with it, but I'm wasting a lot of time on this. Yeah, okay. So it sort of works, but not great. Let's try the controller here. Originally it was all mouse and keyboard based, but I don't know. My son and I really like using controllers to play. Actually, my son started using keyboard and mouse, especially when we're playing like Fortnite and stuff like that. So, but also controller is really easy to demo. Everyone can pick up a controller. Not everyone likes to. Yeah, this attack is like not responsive enough. It's just, there's too much of this. It's kind of doing at least part of what I wanted, which is that before it was very just, you had to keep slashing from your sheath, and now at least there's a flow. But it's still very The other thing I wanted to maybe re-implement again was the character turning with the second stick. I don't know. I feel like I have to play a few more games to decide, but a game like this where you're sword fighting, maybe you kind of want to be able to stay in the direction of your enemy and just sort of strafe around, so maybe you're using that second stick to sort of aim yourself. Because right now basically you move in the direction, you turn yourself in the direction that you point the stick, so basically the turning and the movement are kind of the same. So I haven't really talked about the day-night cycle, but I just added that in kind of at the end of the weekend for fun. But it, kind of with the post-processing, it just makes things look really kind of neat certain times of the day. The nighttime is kind of weird. I don't know, but yeah, so that's another glitch there. You can see if you let them go all the way through, but just before the animation ends, you can slash without a sword. So I just have a function called like equip sword that puts the sword in his hands. So, but it gets triggered by the unsheathing animation. So. So I didn't get any warnings today from the various streaming services, but it did look like the quality was actually not as good this morning, so I'm not sure what that's all about. We did not get the blender today, so that might be a tomorrow thing, unless I want to just stop working on this idea and work on a different feature. I do need to plan out some stuff and see what I really need to work on, although I feel like animating the combat is pretty key. Maybe not glitching through walls also might be a good thing to figure out. Oh, that was a good spin. The enemy AI could use some actual thought. Right now they just like randomly find a spot to run to and then they run back and attack the player sometimes. All right. Well, I think I'm going to cut it here, so thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Sorry to Kiro, I totally missed your message. I'll do better tomorrow about keeping the chat open on my screen over here so I can track. I'm not very well practiced in streaming, so. All right. Let's watch the sunrise. All right, thanks for watching. I think we're going to sign off.